Tell me, what's going on with your cat?
She's untouchable. If something triggers her, like a young kid walks in the house or a cat walks across the backyard, you better watch yourself because you might get bit.
If I'm in her path or if Darren's in her path, we got a nice surprise waiting.
Oh!
That was her teeth marks about 3 months ago.
Those are teeth.
We both have some of those.
Let's talk about your last attack.
I don't even know what happened, really. I'm simply looking outside that window, and with no warning, I have 4 teeth in my ankle.
When I walk in and 30 seconds later, people are showing me scars like on Sherry's leg, and I find out both people have been to urgent care multiple times, I know that I'm dealing with a serious situation. And Sherry, she sinks her teeth into you. What do?
I just left her alone.
So
Actually, I tried to hide it from him
what?
I didn't even want to tell him
Why did you feel the need to hide it?
because I didn't want him to like get mad at her and put her down.
What I'm hearing right now is that euthanasia is our option.
That's definitely on the table.
It's creating a lot of arguments.
I'm not gonna fight my wife over this.
What we do,
We do
we do.
argue. Don't
We
get me
argue.
wrong.
Okay. Wow, when I find out that Darren is ready to put Littles to sleep, even though Sherry is completely opposed to the idea, the pressure and the stakes get higher than ever. Littles was so threatened, she started turning upside down. Now that's telling me that she is expecting attack in such an amazing way that she's exposing her hind legs. Those hind legs are the most powerful thing they have. She meant business.
oh God. Are you okay?
Now,
Do you need Band-Aid?
no, not done yet. Darren is about to put this cat to sleep thanks to this kind of behavior. So I've got to do something, anything, to get through to her. What do I got for you? Now, come on. Come on now. If I can get her to eat out of my hands, man, I am a happy, happy guy. I'm waiting for that one little sign. Make a choice. I'm terrified right now. Yeah. You gotta understand what a huge moment this is for a cat like Littles. Because I approached her calmly, without fear, and without any threatening over-the-head gestures, she was able to trust me.
Good.
Now here's the interesting thing. You see how she looked out there first, before she took the food? As if to say, who's gonna take my food away from me? What goes on right here?
Oh, that's where the neighbor cats come. So she'll follow the neighbor's cat from this window, make her path around to our bedroom window.
While she's running
In
is when
route.
you get hit.
Yeah.
So honestly, what this is like this racetrack of destruction, right?
Absolutely.
So our final stop had to be outside. Okay. I mean, this backyard is wide open to intruders. Any cat can just walk through the iron fence or over the brick wall, so no wonder she's freaking out. So what happens is, when this invasion to the territory happens, kaboom, right? And then we have the racetrack. So, I'm gonna give you guys homework right now. So since we know that the cat is only coming from 2 places, either over or under, we're going to reinforce these 2 areas. The next time I come over here, I don't want to see anyone coming over that wall. That's going to take the threat level down 50% immediately. Part 2, you're going to build shelves coming off of the top of this tree, okay? So that means she always has that exit route. What I want them to do is to catify the entire racetrack. You start by providing a place for Littles to go. That's really important. And now, we got one more exercise, okay? I'm gonna call it red light, green light. Want kids to come over here, supervised, of course, for their safety. What you're gonna do is, you're gonna give them a treat, you're gonna have the kids ring the doorbell. Green light, they walk in, then you say red light. At red light, they drop the treat, and they walk out. She is going to learn very quickly that whoever comes in the door, A, bears gifts, but B, will not make a threatening move toward her.
The red light, green light project was so important because we love having our family over. So having that work would just be a huge weight lifted off our shoulders.
All right, guys, you can hang. I'm gonna leave.
Thank you
Okay.
All
very
right,
much.
it was great to meet
Nice
you.
meeting I'm definitely worried. This homework is crucial. Little's life's literally on the line here.
The worst thing that May does is her surprise bite attacks because you don't see it coming. You have no way to protect yourself.
What I'm gonna do right now, just so you know, is challenge her just a little bit. See where the line is with her, where she goes from being okay May to not okay May. The way I'm challenging May today is by presenting actual threats to her. I will cut off her escape routes to see how she responds to that. I'm also going to present friendly gestures and see how she responds to that, and see if there's any logic in her responses. If I approach you as a friend and you claw my eyes out, I got information. Look, it's food. You want it?
I am so scared.
Would that be okay? Or not. She can't be touched where?
Anywhere. He touched her.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. I'm trying to get May to be in a relaxed space with me, and in the meantime, her guardians are going into horror movie mode every time I make a move towards May. I want her striking out from a place of over-ownership of the space. I want to see if she's rational in her behavior, and I can't see that until she's more relaxed. I'm gonna have you leave the room for a minute. I'm just trying to get some kind of honest response from her. Hi, May. Hi, sweetie. It's okay. Wow. Your moms leave the room for a second, this is what I get? Ow. The method to my madness is I am going to push May. I want to see how appropriate or inappropriate her responses are. I ain't trying to... She is coming after me like a cat on fire. When May decides that I'm a real threat, forget it, man. I don't stand a chance right now. Oh, damn, you got some claws. I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna try to present myself as an ally and not an enemy and see how she appreciates that. That one hurt, May. I am not giving up until I get a clear idea of what's up with May. You can go over there if you want. The exercise of challenge line is about finding a rational spot where I need to stop my stimulation of the cat. There is no rational spot with May. And that concerns me. It's okay, baby. This is a conciliatory gesture. She's literally reaching out to me. There's no doubt in my mind, a shroud disappears from her, that shroud of madness, and reveals a much sweeter version of May, desperate to find her way out. And that's why I'm here. Just because I get a moment of vulnerability from May doesn't mean that we're done. Now I want to see if we can sustain that. Can we form a relationship, or is this just a moment? Oh, no. You are not messing around. We have a momentary emergence of reason followed by a whole lot of crazy. No. Ah. Damn it. I'm at Guardian Aaron and Maddie's house right now. Shortly after my arrival, I began a series of challenge line tests with their cat May, and I'm getting a pretty severe beatdown in return. Despite the pain, I'm doing my best to stick it out. Just a truce. No truce. I am willing to lose half the blood in my arm if it means that I can leave on a positive note with her. I don't know what else to do with you. I really don't. I literally have not been beaten up this bad in a long time. I mean, there comes a moment where if I don't call it quits soon, I'm gonna lose a digit. Wait, what's that? You give me a little blink? That's a good girl. Right when I give up, May is showing me vulnerability. I get to exchange some blinks with her, some slow head movements. We're talking, we're having a conversation. There's something behind claws and teeth, and that's a beating heart. May needs help. Okay, so I asked for this. This is on me. So we gotta get to work. First and foremost, we gotta get her on medication. Mentally, she's suffering, and that's the bottom line. If your cat is a threat to themselves or a threat to others, and it's in a very unpredictable way, your cat is suffering, and your cat needs help. Period. End of sentence.
Hey.
Where's Freddy?
She's right under here. Freddy, if you just...
Hi, Freddy. Meeting Freddy the first time, I just get the impression that she's a scared cat, that she doesn't trust her environment right now because there's a stranger in it. Oh, so we have two cats. We have Freddy and...
The captain.
Captain. Hey, Captain. Just wondering, did you name Freddy before or after her Freddiness came out of her?
I named her before because I found her in the boiler room. Freddy Krueger's from the boiler room.
Uh-huh. And you've had her since she was what?
Since she was about 1 day old.
Really? A bottle baby. The problem here is that Freddy was brought up without her mother, without litter mates, and with very limited exposure to other humans. As a result, Freddy was left with no other option than to mirror Sheila. Captain is like, Freddy, why are you being so chicken?
She attacks mainly people who try to put their hands in her face or they try to pet her.
Do people just sort of insist on doing that?
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you want what you can't have. It's like, please don't touch my cat, and, you know, they want to touch her. And they think I'm crazy because I tell them not to, but touch
But
at your
I
own
have to
risk.
do this because, you know, I got to figure out what makes Freddy Freddy. Hey, Freddy Krueger? What Sheila and her friends need to understand is that it's okay not to want to be touched. It's not terribly abnormal. Freddy may have some real issues, but this one doesn't make her a nightmare by any means. I mean, are you marked up by your cat?
I am. I look pretty good right now because I was gone for a week. And I just, but I will show you.
Freddy vacation and healed up.
I sure did, but I will show you this. This is an illustration that my friend made after he met her 1 day because I do always usually have marks on me.
Wow.
And this is what he made after she has killed me.
I'm getting a good picture painted of who Freddy is, but now I want to see what the territory has to say to me. I want to see the hot spots where Freddy seems to act up the most, and maybe things will start making sense to me.
Here she throws tantrums.
Why?
She bites her own feet and screams and hisses on her own.
Wait. That's important.
Yeah, because she does it every time I have someone over, biting her own feet and screaming and throwing her tantrum. And she also does it if I'm on the phone or if I'm watching TV.
The fact that there is a situational connection, that every time Freddy wants Sheila's undivided attention, she throws this tantrum, and then of course Sheila gives her what she wants, makes this a very obvious thing. Sheila is creating a conditioned response. Freddy knows that if she does this action, tantrum or not, she gets this as a result, whatever that payoff is. So when you're sleeping, what does she do? Show me.
She starts by pressing her face here and licking my nose. It used to be biting my nose very hard. Ow!
And you stopped her from doing that?
I stopped her from
How did you do that?
Well, I used to just shove her off of me and tell her, no, Freddy. No, hey, no. But I don't feel like I can do that to her when she's just licking my nose, obviously.
Obviously. There's nothing obvious about that statement at all.
But she's kissing my nose, so I feel bad.
This is going to be difficult, isn't
Okay,
it?
okay.
What Sheila doesn't realize is that her tolerance of all of Freddy's behaviors is actually exacerbating the problem. So
And then I wanted to show you the other hot spot, if we're doing hot spots.
let's do it.
I sit down, I go to the restroom, and she bites my butt from that side.
What do you do when she does this?
I've learned to just go like this and sort of almost play with it. So she gets me like 3 times, and sometimes she gets me a little hard.
Sheila, seriously? Now, if Sheila were to just say no, this would probably stop. But instead, she offers up her foot as an alternate toy. That's not the way this is gonna work. I wanna meet up with Freddy. I wanna see how comfortable she is with me and how she acts towards strangers. Hi, baby love. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Hi. Hey, babe.
I can kiss her almost any time of the day with my face. You know what I mean? Like if I do this, but I wouldn't dare touch her butt with my hand.
You're telling me that if I put my hands in, she'll scratch and hiss and whatever, but if I put my face in, she won't.
Exactly. As long as there's no hands involved.
Now, if Sheila is right in saying that Freddy is generally put off by touching and petting but doesn't mind nuzzling humans, well, that tells me a lot about Freddy, so I want to try it. But on the other hand, a lot of Sheila's notions about Freddy have been suspect at best. Let's just put our face in. Hey, baby.
Okay.
So let's not put our face down.
Okay, sorry.
Clearly, she's a little on edge. Let's give her some room to breathe a little bit. I feel like I'm spent enough time trapping her in a corner. So in this challenge line, I have learned the hard way. Face, hands, it doesn't matter. Freddy is just not comfortable with anybody besides Sheila getting close to her. Now, first thing that we're gonna do is to ignore unwanted behaviors. The thing about bottle babies is that they are the most individual of cats, right? Because you bring them up just with you. She's got a very specific set of behaviors that's a product of you guys having your own language together. So I think that we gotta start with you.
Okay.
And starting with you is rewarding behavior. Looking at all these pictures that Sheila's friend has drawn over the years gives me an idea in order to better convey the homework that Sheila must do with Freddy. We're gonna start with this one. When you sleep. So you are used to, in the mornings, before the sun comes up, having teeth in your nose, which you said no to. Now it's a tongue up your nose, which is also not fun and not comfortable and very smelly. Well, that's not gonna happen anymore. You're gonna completely ignore her, not say her name, not get up and feed her, not do anything. Don't engage her.